Welcome to Backstage with Geoffrey Morrissey. I'm your host, Geoffrey Morrissey.
Oh, you're Geoffrey.
I'm Geoffrey. Yes, I am the aforementioned Geoffrey, and I am joined by Tank and the Bangas today. Guys, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you for having us, man. It's cool.
Of course. And if I could just have y'all introduce yourselves so our listeners can keep track of all the voices.
Awesome. I am Tank of Tank and the Bangas.
And I am Joshua from Tank and the Bangas.
Hello, my name is Albert from Tank and the Bangas.
Hello, my name is Merle from Tank and the Bangas.
Hey, I'm Norman. I'm from Tank and the Bangas. Born and raised Baltimore, Tank and the Bangas.
Wow.
Norman.
See, now I have to have, I should have had a stock, impression or voice to go to, but I am no fun whatsoever. And I'm thinking of one that I can do, and I can't. Oh, I don't do a terrible Irish accent. All right. So, tangentially, freshman year of college, got into parties by pretending I was someone's Irish exchange student. And just saying that you can't send me home because I don't know where I'm going, I'm with these people, you need to get me in. And that is how I broke into at least 3 BU frat parties.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Yeah, exactly.
Commend
You got to use your talents when you have them, and I guess the Irish accent is mine. But y'all, talk about talent. I cannot wait to see you guys at 6 o'clock today. It's going to be such an incredible show. Saw you at Newport Folk, and that was amazing too. So walk me through how y'all first started playing live, and when that moment clicked of we're doing something really, really special here, and we want to share it with everyone.
I think it literally started when we actually first started out, because we started out in open mics where you have nothing but reach, meaning you can only reach people. They're right in front of your face. They have very little instruments, and all you can do is put your heart out there and hope for the best. We discovered pretty early that we wanted to take it on the road and travel to see if the feeling was as contagious as we thought it was, and not just a New Orleans thing, and it was. And so we knew pretty early that we wanted to do something special with this, because it was special.
It certainly is, yeah. And then, Tank, this was so interesting when I was reading about slam poetry, and one of the things that I never sort of put 2 and 2 together. Slam poetry is judged every performance with a scorecard that comes out afterwards, correct?
It's quite scary, yes it is.
Yeah.
It could be brutal.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was just going to say. So how was that transition for you of now, you get off stage and you get sort of a good job and a glass of water as opposed to,
it's
a
much
performance
better.
review?
It's much better. You know what? It gives you the confidence to know that someone has judged you and that you got through it.
Yeah.
And it makes you even be able to read crowds just a little bit more better than someone that hasn't had someone put up a 1 to 10 after they finish bearing their heart and soul. So that's the difference right there. It honestly feels better because I don't just have 3 minutes and 10 seconds to do my thing like Slam allowed me. I have more time, and that's exactly what I needed, and that's when I found these guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And I pour my heart and soul out.
Oh,
Don't hold
God.
a card up with a number on it.
Yeah, seriously.
7.
Yeah.
My heart's right there on the floor.
And you know what the
It
judge,
happened to us
and
before.
everybody will say boo.
Oh, wait,
AGT.
you guys
Yeah.
did AGT?
We did.
Oh, wow.
They wouldn't tell you that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look who's laughing now.
Yeah, and one of the Spice Girls said, I think it was Scary Spice at the time. She's like, it's just not happening for me. And then my friend Jelly wanted me to say, well, tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
Yeah, I was gonna say it hasn't been happening for the Spice Girls in general for quite some time. So, not to reigniting my ongoing beef with Mel B. But, kidding. I wish I were in a place where I could beef with Mel B.
We knew though. The moment we got off the stage, Nick Cannon said, "Man, they're not gonna understand it." Even though after we performed our song "Bruno Mars," "Locked Out of Heaven," everybody erupted. They were so excited for us and they were happy for it. But the judges just didn't get it. But that was to our luck, because it pushed us even more ever since that day.
And do you guys still do Locked Out of Heaven, or?
No, we haven't done it in years, but we
could
yeah,
if we wanted to.
Yeah, Josh made a cool arrangement to it, and we used to whip that thing out every night.
Tune in at 6 p.m. to find out.
Yeah. The next time y'all are in Boston, I'm gonna keep an eye out for it. Tank, I want to read you something that you said. I'm surrounded by people who believe in me much more than I believe in myself, which
I never
beautiful.
said that.
You didn't?
No.
Someone misquoted then.
Definitely a misquote.
That's a terrible misquote.
I am the team of me. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell, but she ain't gonna tell you this, but I'm gonna tell you straight up. I remember a time while I was in this band.
What you remember?
It was more than a year after me, Tank, and you know, Josh and the rest of the unit we was working with at the time into it, and she like, you know, she wasn't really sure if she wanted to do this.
What?
I was like, yo, you made for this, yo. What is you talking about? I'm playing
No.
with this other chick and you. About to be not playing with her.
Why you
and you
always bring up
questioning
this mess?
You questioning
Norm
this
is a
thing
messy man.
that you was
Oh my
blessed to do,
goodness.
dude. It was so crazy.
Let me
to
just
hear.
let me
But
just be
no,
honest with you, G. Okay, let me just be honest. For real though, everybody around me is they're super
talk about
motivating,
time.
and they do believe in me so much because there was a time when I was just, you know, I was just doing it because, you know, I mean, what else I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go back to Win Dixie. I'm gonna go back to IHOP. You know, I got something in me. I'm just gonna do it. But I had these people around me that encouraged me the whole time, got me out of bed sometimes. You know, when I was, you know, sleeping, so just to go sing at a jazz club or something. So, you know, I'm thankful for the people around me for sure.
There you go. That's a great sentiment. And again, I am sorry. It must have been a lesser journalist than I who wrote that down. So my apologies
Yo, I don't know
there.
what you're talking about.
But
you know she said that for real. I hope you know she's being sarcastic.
She's like the
I ain't about to let this get by. You know, we're gonna stop everything.
I just admitted that was me.
without wading into band conflict.
Ain't no conflict. Oh, ain't no conflict.
it's about to be. Look, now we can't perform.
Now we can't perform. I've ruined the
Thanks
set
a lot,
single-handedly.
Geoffrey.
Hold on, because we're gonna address this.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna send me out there to juggle, and I can guarantee you it'll be worse than
With
any
your, with your
AGTF.
Irish accent.
Yeah, exactly, with the Irish accent. Well, and I guess my original question that I was going to ask is, how do y'all sort of make sure that you're supporting each other? Because life on the road is not easy. You know, it's a grueling schedule. You guys do, 5 interviews, play shows. How are you making sure that everyone's taken care of as a unit, guys?
You know, sometimes space is the greatest gift you can give somebody. And also sometimes you have to try to support people when they don't even want to be supported. And it can be a tough read, and sometimes it'll, people's emotions that are activated in a bad way can come and bite you, but you know what? That's your duty as a friend. You gotta at least try. So you gotta try.
He was very impersonal. I just kind of pay attention to these guys, and hopefully I read them right, and sometimes I read them wrong, and it's just like, it's family, you know what I'm saying? So y'all get into it and everything like that, bruh, and then y'all have moments where y'all really, really cool and everything. I'm talking about everybody in the table, from Tank to Noam, Merrill, Al, everybody, even the ones that's not here, so,
Meryl steals my ice cream.
Whoa, and now we're getting to the meat of things.
Tank steals my clothes. She still has my Lakers shirt and my socks and my green shirt. All my green clothes for tour. She stole them all. Everything she wears is mine.
Here we go again.
Tank always takes a bite of chicken before she shares it with you. She always takes a bite before she gives it to you. What's your grievance? Air your grievance with Tank.
I love Tank. It's all good. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Norman takes the high road, folks.
And that sounds like the correct answer. Well, you guys have a show to play that I don't want to keep you from, so I'm going to make this my last question. Who are y'all listening to right now?
I'm listening to Tank and the Bangas' Green Balloon.
As you should be.
I cannot lie about the things I'm listening to, man. As well as little Tyler the Creator, little PJ Martin, little Anderson Pop. Yeah.
Yo, the new Flying Lotus too, yo. I ain't finished listening to it yet. It's 27 whole tracks on there. But I love the joint with Anderson so far. He on there, man. A lot of other people on there too.
Are you guys going to be able to see any music today, or is it pretty much...
You have taken up our whole day.
And on that note, if you're not listening to Green Balloon by Tank and the Bangas, stop what you're doing right now. That band has joined me today. Guys, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you, Jeff.